What's up, guys? This is Varuk from Hookah Pro. A few of you guys were asking about my hoses that I'd made. First off, I want to show you the hookah that I made them to go with. This is a homemade hookah that I made. The base is pretty much a decorative vase that I found at a secondhand store. I used an old grommet from another hookah on the outside of the vase, and then used a PVC cap to cover that for the downstem. Covered the PVC cap in some leather so it kind of cleaned up the look, didn't look so modern. Used a few odd and end pieces I had laying around the house. For the wood piece here, that was turned for me by a friend of mine, Boyo Rang, here on the forum. The ashtray is a old brass mug that I had. It's the base of the mug, and then the wind cover I have here is the main body of the mug. I just basically took it apart and placed it on the inside of the base. Inside I have an alien funnel bowl, which I picked up from Jedi Spam here on the forums. I got some Starbuzz Pirate's Cave going right now with a couple of natural coals. But on to what you guys were asking about, the hoses. Basically the tip that goes into the hookah and the mouthpiece were from some old stock hoses that I had for an old hookah of mine, and the hoses were toast, so I pulled the ends off and decided to make my own hose. What I have for the tubing, you can't see it because I have it covered, is some the clear basically waterline tubing like you pick up at Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that. I got 1/2 inch, and then I have in the base here I have a 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch adapter that I screwed into a PVC cap into a piece of PVC with another cap on the end, which are where I inserted the mouthpiece. I wrapped all the PVC with double-sided carpet tape, and then it's sticky enough that it holds the yarn on, and cleans up the handle. You don't have a PVC, blatantly modern looking hose handle. And then on top of that, I went over it with some black yarn that I had laying around the house for some designs, and then covered the PVC caps with some linen, as well as the rest of the hose was covered with a linen sleeve that I made. Overall, it works pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it as far as a homemade hose goes. I made another one just like it, pretty much, except for in yellow, for my wife. She wanted hers a little bit smaller of a handle, so I tried to make it to custom fit her needs. But let me show you how it smokes here. So you can see we're getting some pretty good clouds with this. I'm pretty pleased with the setup. I was a little nervous about making my first hookah, but I think all in all it turned out pretty good. The hose works amazingly well. Works just as well as my Khalil Mamoon hose that I have, or any of my fancy hoses. It costs a little more to make this than what you would pay for a fancy hose, but if you're looking for a project, just something to do in your spare time, it's a nice little simple project to take on. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. Keep smoking and enjoy.